Peter, what's your thoughts after that one tonight?
Excellent win, scoring 3 goals, 3 very good goals. Unfortunate to concede the first goal, but it was from a set piece, so that's something we really need to work on. But the character from our players to come back and score the 3 goals in a really short space of time. But before the game, I think when you look at East Kilbride and how they play, sorry for the midges are causing a problem. Before the way East Kilbride play, if you press them and get the press right, you can win the ball higher up and you can score goals, which Airdrie did very well. And we managed to do it tonight, scored 2 goals from that. Josh Walker getting his first goal for the club, which is excellent, and Reece Lyon as well. Really pleasing. And then we scored from a set piece ourselves. And we had plenty of other opportunities. We hit the bar. We should have scored more, but I can't really argue with a 3-1 win.
Those sort of 5 minutes or so just before the break certainly showed the attacking side. Prior to that, you had to show the other side of it and defend pretty much, because they pushed forward a lot in that first half hour, but didn't really these midges they never really caused many problems once they got into that box.
Yeah, no, they're a good football inside, East Kilbride, and I even watched them at the weekend, East Kilbride versus Aberdeen, and for the first 25 minutes they pinned Aberdeen in their own half but didn't really create that many opportunities. They didn't do that with us tonight either, but they're a good football inside, the way they tried to play. They bring their full backs inside, they get the midfielders wide. It's just that crossover and causes a little bit of problem for teams, but I thought we handled it relatively well. Got some good individual players, but from the other side of that, when we got the ball and we looked to counter-attack, we looked really good. And we ended up scoring 2 goals from that. Second half, another, it was relatively comfortable, not really that many chances. I think I was only, when they went down to 10 men, that we actually caused more of a problem, because I think our players felt like we needed to score 4 and 5 and 6 goals, where in my head we should have just managed the game a little bit better. I think we were a little bit naive. We could have kept the ball a little bit better and would have killed off any momentum that they got. But then, having said that, when East Kilbride were up in our last third, the defending from our players, putting their bodies on the line, winning crosses, the headers from crosses, and keeper making a couple of catches, coming out and catching the ball, it was excellent. So there's plenty of things we're looking at that helps us to improve, but we could have managed it a lot better.
And when you look at all that together, basically it just sums up that it was a very good exercise tonight.
It's a very good exercise, but again, these games just come really early, and we hope it doesn't take any more toll on our players, physically, because Reece Lyon we had to take off with an Achilles injury, because he was getting a good few kicks from their players. That I think if that was managed a little bit better, that maybe if there was a yellow card maybe dished out to their players, maybe they don't kick anymore. But that's another side of it. And then we had to take Harry Cochran off as well, because his legs, he'd done a lot of ground, or covered a lot of ground, and his legs started to tighten up, so we had to take him off and protect him. But the younger players that we put on, that were absolutely excellent. So positives, but plenty of things to improve on too.
Very light on numbers tonight before the game even started.
Yeah, we were. So we just got a couple of different injuries. Benjamin Lusson took a bad knock in the Dumbarton game. Kai Kennedy had sort of a hip and a back issue that he had even before the Dumbarton game, hence the reason why he was on the bench, and put him on for 20 minutes or so, but it wasn't getting any better, so we just scaled him back and left him out tonight. Hopefully he might be available for the weekend, but we'll see. Benjamin Lusson maybe not. We've had Jack Bryden training with us now the last few days, so we'll be building him up over the next week or so. So I don't think he might not be available for Saturday, but maybe the following week, should everything go well. Who else do we have?
Kyle Docherty.
Kyle Docherty, who has worked really well at wing back position, but because he works so hard and he's so explosive, his hamstring was a bit tight after the Dumbarton game, so we just didn't take any risks with him again tonight. And Daniel Church, again, we're just waiting for that period of time that we were given for him to come back, so he should be back with it pretty soon. And then we had another younger player, Harry McLinden, with a little bit of a hamstring injury, and Leighton McIntosh as well, just twisted his knee a little bit in training 2 or 3 days ago. So just a couple of bodies we're having to nurse, but again, these games come really thick and fast, so we just have to make sure we're ready for Saturday. We'll see what the fallout is after tonight, and we look forward to a really good game against Airdrie on Saturday.
And that game against Airdrie, with their result tonight at Aberdeen, it means that the second place is now in your own hands.
Yep. But again, it's going to be a really difficult game. Airdrie free score, and the 8 goals they scored. I think they scored again today, and they won their first game. So
8-4-1, I think they scored, isn't it?
Yeah. So a good side. They were in the playoffs last year. Reece McCabe has them playing really good football. So we're a brand new side coming together. Won 2 games so far. So we'll go and try and win the next one. But again, realistically, the league is the most important thing, and I need to get some players in and players back fit to start that league campaign. But we're going to look forward to Saturday too.
Look forward to Saturday, and as I say, it is in your own hands, and if you can get through it, then it shows that the team are building and building and building week by week.
Yep, you're right. We're only 5 weeks in or so from a new team getting put together, so we're doing okay. But hopefully there's plenty more to come.